got a couple more boxes of the parchment paper from Costco. This is the one roll we have left that I haven't used up yet. So I just clamped a block into place. So that gives me the measurement for the next rolls. My plan is to cut it, but it looks like the end piece isn't quite even. So to make that work, I need to cut off the excess first, and then I'll be able to bump it up against that block. I need to use a pencil there.
I'd forgotten about the core of the roll sticking out a little bit and needing to be cut off. So I would need to move the stop block out of the way first before I could cut it. I used a pencil to mark the position of the stop block before I moved it out of the way. That way I can put it back after I trim the end of each roll off.
Okay. So I'm gonna just carefully cut off that end slice. That squared up that end. Now I'll be able to do the cuts up against the block. So I better do the other roll before I put the block back in place.
This is the other half of the 2-pack that we got at Costco.
Okay, so I can cut off the extra bit on that one. Okay, again a pretty smooth edge. Now I can put the block in place.
With the end of the roll cut off to square it up, I put the stop block back into place and clamp it down.
All right. Now I can bump it up against there gently. So I can make sure with that one. Feels perfect. Now cut it very slowly. Okay, enough for 125 trays and another 125. And this one I'm going to leave wide. That way it's enough to go up the sides of the trays a little bit also. Okay, and another roll. I should go just a little slower. I think it's still a little bit rough.
By using the stop block, I can get each roll the same length, which is kind of important so they'll be the same width on the trays. I'm cutting very slowly to get the smoothest cut I can get. I try to take about 30 seconds for each cut, and of course using a clean new saw blade helps too. I decided to show this one in real speed to get an idea of how slow it really is.
And spaghetti. Okay, so that was slower and it does a little bit cleaner job. Oh, we'll get the parchment paper out. And get some of those torn off. It's time to cut a few more pieces of parchment paper because I don't have enough for the trays. And You may have noticed a number of times on the videos, or maybe not because they're so small, I've got a couple little felt pen marks on this table, and that's where I tape the metal ruler down. And with the metal ruler in place, I can just use that as a tearing tool, tearing device, tearing doohickey. Anyway, so I line the paper up with the print on the table and then just tear it off against that metal ruler. It does a wonderful job. And we'd calculated this out a while back that each sheet this way costs us about 2 cents. With the higher prices on them, it might be up to 3 cents now. Anyway, that's a pretty low price, and we have it custom fit that way, and it's very quick and easy. And I would rather have it in a roll than big sheets of this that I have to store. Though I could put these in a drawer, so it still wouldn't be too bad. But I'm happier with 2 to 3 cents better than 15 or 20 cents a sheet. Yeah. And it's definitely getting close to time to cut a new roll.